Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight retired reporting. I've been sitting on this story today for quite some time because world events have preempted it, but I think that it is a story worthy of telling. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, Mr. Super Christian and American, evidently is in bed with some prominent Russians and has been in bed with them for some time. What's the evidence? Well, Mike Johnson received $37,000 as part of a campaign donation from American Ethane. It is an American registered company, but it's 88% owned by Russian oligarchs. One of them in particular, Konstantin Nikolai. Nikolai is 52. He's a billionaire. He has served as Minister of Transport for the entire Russian Federation. He owns Global Trans, and this company is responsible for transporting all of the petrol goods all the way across Russia and the rest of the world. It is Russia's biggest transport operations. I think they do some public rail services too, but oil is their primary gig. The biggest thing about Mr. Nikolaev is that he owns Tula Cartridge and Weapons Company. They provide long rifles and bullets for the Russian army. You know, the ones that are trying to take Ukraine from Ukraine. Mr. Nikolai he was the handler of Maria Butina. You may or may not have heard that name, but she was a Russian spy a few years back, going around Washington, dropping it like it's hot, spying for Russia until she was caught. She spent a year in jail before she was shipped back to Russia as part of a spy swap. Now, what makes this really interesting to me is that up until last week, you've had two persons that have really been vocal and adamant against providing any sort of military aid to the Ukraine. One is Donald Trump, and the other is Mike Johnson. And this gets back to what I was saying yesterday about those annulment clauses, is that even the framers realized that you have to be careful who you do business with, because you might get untangled in situations where you got to speak out on things you may or may not believe in, but you're caught up. So Mike Johnson is in bed with the Russians. He's not the only one, but he is Speaker of the House in a very prominent position. And on several occasions, when foreign aid packages have come up for vote, Mike Johnson has got before the House to argue against it. One for $64 billion, and the most recent $94 billion to help Ukraine repulse Russia and send them back to their own country. You know, the Christian Bible talks about avoid even the appearance of evil. And I'm not saying that Mike Johnson is eating borscht and drinking champagne and beluga caviar at the Kremlin, but I think he takes those calls. $37,000 for his last House campaign by an American company and a Russian operative. I don't know about you folks, but it sounds suspect to me. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. If you like my videos, please like, share, and follow me on YouTube. Have a good day.